What is going on, everybody? It is the boss here with another video for you guys for today. Today, guys, is going to be something that we haven't done on the channel for a little while, but you guys would know from a video that I did sometime last week that we are doing a Q&A for today. I originally was going to have an interview, but still we're going to have a few kinks with that, but don't you guys worry about that. Excuse me. We have more interviews coming down the track. I just got another request today for him to send the clips to me, so we're working on that. Some more interviews and more regular channel content as well coming down the line. But regardless, guys, let us get into all the amazing questions that you guys have asked me for this Q&A video. First set of questions we have here comes from Patrick, and his first question is, what would you do if both DC and Marvel got canceled? Personally, man, if DC and Marvel got canceled, I'd be very disappointed by that. However, they're not the only franchises I like. So if they got canceled, I would be very sad by that, for whatever reason they would get canceled. But I would probably be alright in terms of, because there are other franchises that I like Assassin's Creed, Crash Bandicoot, so on and so forth. So I would be upset, but at the same time, I wouldn't be totally devastated because there are other franchises that I like. Patrick's second question is, what's your favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant by far, man, is Buffalo Wild Wings. I love the food there, and it's a great hangout spot for me and my friends. His third question about why is more handsome and amazing than DeBoss is a total lie, so I don't even need an answer to this one. You guys already know the truth. Patrick's fourth question is, in my opinion, what are the 3 worst games ever made? There's a lot of games out there that I think are pretty bad, but off the top of my head right now, E.T. for the Atari, trying to think any NASCAR game made for the PlayStation 2 that I played when I was a kid, and trying to think of another game here. I can't really think of too many games right now that I hate, because, I'm kind of on the spot about it for this. Minecraft. Patrick's fifth question, he asks, what was my favorite childhood show? Patrick, to keep it short and simple, I had a ton of favorite childhood shows. A couple that stayed out in my mind that I remember watching was admittedly like Dora the Explorer, Blue's Clues. I watched a lot of those shows from back in the day, Max and Ruby. There's a lot of shows that I watched on Nickelodeon when I was younger, so but those are the ones that I remember the most right now. And for his next question, his sixth question, speaking toward Dora the Explorer, what are my thoughts on it? My thoughts are, I enjoyed it when I was a kid. I thought, honestly, the show, but then, even though it gets repetitive for the constant adventures and asking and stuff like that, for a kid, I liked it, and I still think the original's fine for a younger child. Obviously, I'm older, so, I don't watch that stuff. As far as today's Dora, I have absolutely no idea. I've stopped following the series after I got older, so I like the old show from when I was a kid, but now I have no idea. To answer your question of why I'm a weirdo, Patrick, the answer to that is because I'm amazing. Patrick, your next question is, what do I think of the Fairly Odd Parents? I think it's a pretty good show. I really liked it the first couple seasons, and I have liked various other seasons and episodes since then. I haven't followed the series recently, so I have no idea how it is, but for the old school Fairly Odd Parents / mid-2000s, and maybe a little after that, up until the point where they introduced Sparky, I liked it. And Patrick, to answer your question about what are my thoughts on the Loud House, very simply, I think it's probably one of the most decent shows right now for Nickelodeon. A lot of the other ones are pretty bad, but there's some good ones, and I think Loud House is among them. And for Patrick's final question about what would be my ideal video game to create, I don't know the details yet. I haven't really thought about this question too much, but if I had to think of one right now, I would probably make a platformer-style game, kind of similar to Crash Bandicoot, but I would add a lot more original elements, from my own ideas, from characters, a story, settings, that kind of thing. But it would definitely probably be some kind of platformer adventure type game. The next 3 questions that we have come from Chaside Grid, and his first question is, what did I think of Cars 3? I didn't see the movie, so I have no idea, but from what I've seen, it looks good. His next question is, do I own any gaming consoles? The answer to that is yes. Currently, I own a PS2, Wii, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DSi XL, and a couple other ones. And for his final question is, if, his snap or Thanos' snap get rid of Trump? The answer to that is no, because he is our president. The next set of questions we have comes from Nerd Council Network, and his first question is, what is my favorite mainstream comic book superhero? And the answer to that question, definitely The Flash. I've been a fan of The Flash for some time now, since the TV show came out, and he's an amazing character from the comics. There's a ton of great characters from DC and even Marvel in the comics, but my favorite right now, I would say, is probably The Flash. His next question is, he asked, what is my favorite, most obscure hero from the comics? And for my choice, I know some of you guys might not think he's obscure because he has been in a couple comics, but I'm going to go with Citizen Steel, and the reason for that is he's not in a lot of publications. I know he's not like one of the more, when you think of DC, he's not one of the first heroes that comes to mind, but I love his backstory. I love his power set where he can transform his body into steel for durability, superhuman strength, all that stuff. I think he's a cool character with a cool character arc, and yeah, I'm going to go with Citizen Steel. His next question is, what's my favorite upcoming video game? I have a couple, but most notably for me right now, Kingdom Hearts 3, I am definitely hyped for. I love the Kingdom Hearts series. And I'm also, for another game, just thinking here, I'm definitely looking forward to the Spyro Reignited trilogy as well, as it's a really cool old-school platformer, and I'm glad to see they're bringing Spyro back. So those games, among others, I'm looking forward to. His next question is, what's my favorite Pokemon? And I'm going to have to go with a starter from my favorite Pokemon game, Pokemon Emerald. Love that game, played that a crap ton, and I still do from my childhood. Hoenn's my favorite region, and my favorite Pokemon is definitely Trico. He's my favorite starter ever, and I think he's just a really cool Pokemon, and I've battled with him so much in the games from my childhood, just so many good memories playing the game, so that's why I'm going with Trico. His next question is, what's my favorite book? And I don't know how to answer this question because there's a ton of different books that I like. I love true crime books. I do like reading like a lot of books about like the mob. I do like reading a lot of superhero based books as well, so I really don't know how to answer this question, but I'm just going to go with the true crime genre of books. And his last question is, what's my least favorite book? Personally, I don't even know how to answer this one. Right now, I haven't really casually read that much, like, books that I haven't really liked that much lately. I don't really know how to answer this question, but either way, I don't have an answer for this one, man. Sorry. But Nerd Council Network, thank you for asking your questions nonetheless. Also, for Chastised, Green, and Patrick, thank you guys for asking your questions in the previous segments as well. And finally, the Dumb Law Master himself, Nightwing, has asked a couple of questions. He did put a lot of comments on the video, and there were only a couple actual questions, Nightwing. But I will be answering both of your questions, which you actually asked, which the first one was, do you like waffles? Yes, I do. I love waffles, most notably Belgian waffles. And the ones with the whipped cream and strawberries on them, love those things. And for Nightwing's last official question, besides all the other comments that he put on the video, which were funny, by the way, he asked me, do I like Avatar The Last Airbender? The movie, no, I did not. That movie was trash. The actual TV series, yes, it's a really good. I love Aang, and I love all the guys that he's with. Really good story, and it's just a really good show. So, not the movie, but I like the TV show. And that is going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy today's Q&A video. Big thanks to everybody who did ask questions, most notably Chastised, Nerd Council Network, Patrick, and Nightwing. Thank you guys for your questions. Really appreciate it. If you guys did enjoy this Q&A, give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new with that bell notification to catch our future videos and live streams here on the channel, if you do wish anyway. And comment down below what you guys thought of today's Q&A, and if you guys want to be part of any interviews or, just your thoughts in general. But with all that in mind, though, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in some future videos and some more small YouTube interviews we have coming your way. And, of course, live streams and everything else we do. But that is all from me now. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, bosses.